Hello, I'm Ulf Saswata of the Warriors of the Black Bear. I'm going to be talking to you today about everything about being a Viking. We're going to start. I'm a Jarl, which means I'm the boss. Everybody does what I say. First off, we'll do a bit of culture. There's a game that we play. It's called Hnefatafl, which, if you see here, there are pieces, and the aim is to capture the king. And for the black pieces is to capture the king. This is the king, the biggest piece on the board. And the aim for the king is to get to the outside pieces. The only way to capture the king is if you surround him like that. So that's the basics of Tafel. Everybody can only move in straight lines. We'll move the Tafel away. Then we'll discuss some of the other stuff that you see before us. Because we have, to my right is my belt. You see my belt? This is what we wear all the time. And because we don't have pockets in our clothes, we have pouches. This is a very big pouch, all made from leather. It fastens. These are some smaller pouches, and all different shapes, sizes. This is a scabbard for what is called a seax. What is a seax, I hear you say? These are all seaxes. It means knife. This is mine, which I fight with. As you can see, it's quite ornate here on the handle. It's quite long. It's called a brokeback seax. It's a knife. They came to a really vicious point. It came to in all different sizes. From that size down to that size. That's your difference in size. These also are seaxes. Different sorts of handles. One's wood, one is bone. I'm going to ask you a question. Will be on the put up as a post later. What did them runes there say? Right. Can you see them? Right. Now, another question. How many axes have I got? I have 3 axes with me. And yes, axes these are called hand axes. So I have 4 axes altogether. These are hand axes. They were used in conjunction with a shield for warfare, and you could smack through any armour and cut up, and they're quite vicious weapons to use on the field. You can see these are much different from your normal everyday axe. Yeah. Now, let's see if I can get a noise out of this. This is a blowing horn. It's like a trumpet. Quite loud, ominous sound, used to scare your opponents. Very good. And you've heard me mention armour. Oh, and the only armour was quite heavy, and it's called mail. Some people call it chainmail, but it's really only called mail. And if you look at it, that's called a Haubergian. It's a very heavy metal t-shirt. Stops cutting. So slashes don't work. Only thrusty type weapons. The other armour is helmets. If you look at this, this is my helmet. It's what's sometimes called a gamumbo. otherwise known as a spectacle helm, because it's got these which look a bit like spectacles to protect your face. And I've got cheek flaps as well. And this is again male, it's an Aventail. It's made up of 4 pieces riveted together, and it's metal, so it give me a lot of protection on my head. And of course, me being a Jarl, I had the poshest of all weapons, a sword. And yes, they are real metal ones. They do damage, as you can see by my shield. It's got holes in. There's that one. That's a sword. That is authentically shaped and sized and weight. Now, shield. Scary shield. This is a big shield. Can you see it? This is mine. And it's got what's called runes around the outside edge. My next question, which will be asked again, is what do them runes around the edge say? And because we are the Warriors of the Black Bear, we have black bears. Right, this is my cloak. I forgot to show you this earlier. It's my cloak because I'm rich. I've got a fur rimmed cloak. It's made out of wool and it keeps me warm, but it's held together with what's called a penannular brooch. If you see it, it's like in a horseshoe shape, and it's got a spike through which locks it. You twist it and it locks and unlocks, keeps it together, makes it really nice and warm. Some more weapons. The spear. Everybody had a spear. It was used for hunting and for warfare. This is an exceedingly long spear. It's been armoured there because of warfare and to give it more strength. So yeah, there you go. And next, told you I've got 4 axes with me today. This is the 4th. This is called the Mighty Dane Axe. As you see, it's swung with 2 hands. It's got no other job other than warfare. It's armoured, and as you see, it's got quite a big cutting face. That's the little hand axes. Comes up to a point so you can thrust with it as well. At the Battle of Hastings, there's reports of it taking off with a single shot the head of one of the Norman knights' horses. Quite a brutal weapon. And now, something for the ladies. A handbag. Yes, Vikings had handbags. It's quite nice, made of wool, with a linen lining, and it's worn over the shoulder, pretty much like a handbag is today. And another question, what do them runes say? Right, that's the handbag. Next, drinking vessels, because we had to drink. What did we have? Oh. Right. Well, because as Vikings we marched, we would have to carry water with us and other substances to drink. We would have these sort of water bottle. It's called a costrel, and you go on. It's got holds water. You put that in. Put the cork in. Well, it isn't a cork, it's a piece of wood with linen. Then it's held over your shoulder. So that's the costrel. Then for ceremonial times, the costrel is made of clay, and some are made from leather. Now for the ceremonial drinking, because we were known for drinking lots of mead and ale. This is a ceremonial drinking horn. It's got a wrought iron stand, hold it up. It has a cross carved into it. And this is my ceremonial drinking horn. And it would be full of mead, and we would drink out of them for special occasions. Right, back to the shield. This is my actual shield that I fight with. It's made of wood. It's made of wood. And it's covered with fabric, linen on the front, linen on the back. It's got a handle in the centre. This is called, you can see the handle. It's covered with linen. The edges got rawhide or leather that's soaked and dried to make it hard. This is called the boss. It's made of metal. It protects your hand. The shield is not just for protection, it was used in one-on-one combat as a weapon as well. Right, now today I'm going to show you how to make yourselves a shield. What you need is a big sheet of cardboard, which I'm going to do the Blue Peter thing and have a circle ready cut out. So cut a circle of card out, whatever size suits you better. This is 70 centimeters diameter. Then you need to make yourself a handle. I've made a handle so I can glue my handle on, and I can do that so I've got somewhere to fit my hand behind. I'm going to use a hot glue gun. Not very Viking-y, but it's the best I can do at the moment. And I'm going to hot glue this on. Put plenty of glue on. Make sure that they are exactly opposite one another. Stick it on. Then I'm going to do the other one just the same. And as you're doing this, be thinking of what you want as your symbol on the other side. I'm not going to paint mine now, but you can paint yours to whatever you want. Okay? I'm going to bend that, as you see, so it fits my hand, and then I'm going to reinforce it with some more cardboard. And I like to make sure it's really reinforced, and as you see I have bent it so it will allow me to fit my hand under. There we go. I can pickable, upable, and there you go, it's a big shield. Now on this side, draw whatever design you like. Mine is going to be something like our group's design, because we all do that. Okay, thank you. That was Jarl Ulf Saswata Bjorn. Goodbye.